Hi Addie, it's Kook. I do a lot of reading. Not all of it is to myself. For example, last night I read Le Loup et les Sept Chevreaux, and the Going to Bed book. That's a classic, that is. I love it. I try to read in French to my kids, even though my accent sucks and half the time I don't know what the heck I'm saying. But yeah, so I was going to read from the Bermudez Triangle because I just finished it, but somebody beat me to it, so that's great. It's a really, really good book, and I thought it was excellent, and I encourage you to check out the review. Actually, there are a couple of them, vlogs about this by Vlogdriver. The other thing that I'm doing, partly because of Vlogdriver, is comparing a couple of the Harry Potter books. So while I'm reading Azkaban to my eldest, who is 6, I'm also reading Order of the Phoenix to myself and comparing those two books. And that's I got the idea from Vlogdriver. I encourage you to check him out. I'll try to put a link in the sidebar. Hey, I think I got it right the very first time! I'm also reading Barrier Quest right now, and soon to be followed by Charm Quest, so I'm really enjoying those, or that, the first one anyway. Barrier Quest, and I can't wait to get to the rest of them. But the book I decided to read from is called The Space Between Us. It's by Thrity Umrigar. I just finished reading this for book club. I was going to read you 2 passages, but the video was getting too long, and I think also the second one that I chose is kind of spoilery. It was about being a mom, and I really loved the passage. They're both really, really well written passages, which is why I chose them. I think that this is a really good author, and these 2 passages really, for me, were just really kind of summed up a lot of what the book was about, even though it's a very complex book. So there are 2 main characters. One is called Sarah and one is called Bhima. And Bhima is the servant of Sarah. And so it's about their relationship, and it's about the relationship that each of them has to the other's family, and it's a really, really great book. It's kind of incredibly sad in a magnificent way, because the writing is so good. So if you're not up for kind of a bit of a downer, I don't recommend it. Although I have to say that the book definitely ends on a hopeful note. It's surprisingly uplifting given the subject matter. Anyway, it's really, really good, and so I should just read and shut up already. This is on page 103 in the paperback edition. It's the start of chapter 9, and this is Sarah that you're hearing thinking. But you're not doing this for Maya, she reminds herself. You're doing this for old Bhima. The thought is immediately accompanied by a dull ache below her shoulder. It is a phantom pain, she knows, a psychosomatic ache, but still, she feels the hurt. After all, it has been many years since the blow that made her arm swell and ache for days. On the other hand, who knows? Perhaps the body has its own memory system, like the invisible meridian lines those Chinese acupuncturists always talk about. Perhaps the body is unforgiving. Perhaps every cell, every muscle and fragment of bone remembers each and every assault and attack. Maybe the pain of memory is encoded into our bone marrow, and each remembered grievance swims in our bloodstream like a hard black pebble. After all, the body, like God, moves in mysterious ways. From the time she was in her teens, Sarah has been fascinated by this paradox, how a body that we occupy, that we have worn like a coat from the moment of our birth, from before birth even, is still a stranger to us. After all, almost everything we do in our lives is for the well-being of the body. We bathe daily, polish our teeth, groom our hair and fingernails. We work miserable jobs in order to feed and clothe it. We go to great lengths to protect it from pain and violence and harm. And yet the body remains a mystery, a book that we have never read. Sarah plays with this irony, toys with it as if it were a puzzle. How, despite our lifelong preoccupation with our bodies, we have never met face to face with our kidneys. How we wouldn't recognize our own liver in a row of livers. How we have never seen our own heart or brain. We know more about the depths of the ocean, are more acquainted with the far corners of outer space than with our own organs and muscles and bones. So perhaps there are no phantom pains after all. Perhaps all pain is real. Perhaps each long-ago blow lives on into eternity in some different permutation and shape. Perhaps the body is this hypersensitive, revengeful entity, a ledger book, a warehouse of remembered slights and cruelties. But if this is true, surely the body also remembers each kindness, each kiss, each act of compassion? Surely this is our salvation, our only hope, that joy and love are also woven into the fabric of the body, into each sinewy muscle, into the core of each pulsating cell. So yeah, I liked that part. And I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I am trying to put together my response vlog for about my favorite part of LeakyCon. This is really difficult, but I'm working on it. And I might do something for Josh too, because I do play a couple of instruments as well. Not well, so I'm not sure if I'm prepared to actually put it on YouTube, but we'll see. Anyway, bye guys!